Hello everyone, Kyle here bringing you yet another video I can feel deeply ashamed of. So today we're going to play a game called Planet Crafter. It's a space survival open world terraform and crafting game, otherwise known as a bit of a mouthful. I think the idea of the game is to terraform a planet for the company you work for so that they can inhabit it, but this immediately sounds like a terrible idea to me. So I won't be doing any of that boring work related stuff. Instead, I'll be going rogue and turning this red paradise into a red super paradise. You start your journey waking up on a dusty red planet formerly known as Croydon. To the bottom left, you'll be greeted with 3 bars that you must monitor in order to survive. The first is a heart. It not only represents your life, but also, plot twist, your food level. I found this out simply by leaping off a tall ledge and breaking my fall with my legs. I'm equally hungry as I am in agonising amounts of pain. I think it's obvious which one should be dealt with first. Let's go find something to eat. Next, we have a water drop, which, unsurprisingly, represents thirst. Nothing to be said about this one, just drink ice water and stay hydrated or else you'll die. And lastly, there's the O2. Here in England, O2 is a mobile phone company, so I can only assume this is representing phone signal. And this planet seems to lose signal pretty quickly. Maybe if I go to higher ground? No, it's getting worse. Let's try get even higher. Oxygen level low. What? Where does it? Oh god. O2 isn't phone signal, it's oxygen. And we're running out. Must get back to safety. Oh crap, I died. Well, duly noted. O2 is oxygen, which is a lot more useful to me anyway. I don't really have any friends, and I do on occasion dabble in the arts of breathing. Lifelines mastered. The next thing you'll note is the list of objectives to the top left of the screen. So we'll get started. Craft a backpack, oxygen tank, and construction microchip. Seems simple enough to me, just have to find the right resources. So 2 silicone, 3 magnesium, 3 iron, and 2 cobalt. This is the cobalt, awesome, and iron, silicone, magnesium. Great, now we can craft and equip them. I feel stronger already. 145 oxygen instead of 100. Where were you when I was dying? Okay, so the tasks have updated. We have to craft the living space. Let's get some resources together and we'll place one here. And maybe one here. What? Why can't I build here? Well, a game telling me it isn't possible has never stopped me before. We can try a tactic I found in a few other games. You basically move quickly from a buildable area to an unbuildable area. And if you click at exactly the right time, yep, bingo. We build where it was previously not possible. This also works in real life. Try it next time you want to build something. Do you know what? I've got instant regret for my decision to build where I wasn't supposed to. Could it be that the game was warning me I was trying to build on top of myself and that I'd be trapped inside my own personal hell? Maybe. Just maybe. Okay, let's not panic here. So we will have to wait to die, which in turn will release us from this prison. See, it isn't that bad, except the meter is going down really slowly. I guess I could pass the time by counting the screws in the walls. Yeah, that would definitely make things go quicker. Let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4... 217, 218. What the hell? The lights have gone out. Now I've lost count. I'll have to start again. You know what? Forget it. We're close to the end anyway. We'll just sit and stare at the wall. Yeah, this is definitely making things go faster. I can feel time just rushing by. Let me out. Someone please let me out. I promise I'll terraform. I just don't want to be stuck here anymore. Oh god. Thank you. We're dying. We'll be out of here in no time. Well, hold on a minute. What if there's simply an unstuck command? To the options. Controls. Move forward. Run. Jump. What? There's no crouch? Really? Never mind. We have bigger problems than the inability to bend at the knees. Unstuck. F4. Rebind that to something easier. Middle mouse bind. No idea if there's something else bound to it, but who cares? It's probably not important. Let's test this bad boy out. Really? It just makes you jump? But that's kind of stupid. Oh, wait a minute. I take that back. You can press it more than once. You can jump into a jumpception, if you will. I wonder though, can we? Oh, this is awesome. So we've discovered the ability to fly. And with that, a new way to break those unbendable legs.
Quack.
Walk it off, sunshine. You're fine. Okay, one last thing to test with this exploitation. What if I use an auto clicker to press the middle mouse button faster than what is humanly possible? Will it make me grow up a little quicker? Well, that's certainly quicker. I guess at this point we can probably choose which planet we want to terraform, but more importantly, how high can we go? I decided to restart my travel in order to stock up on a few supplies, included enough materials to build a couple of living spaces, complete with doors. I've learnt my lesson there. And a few bottles of oxygen. The general idea is to make a house every time our lungs feel like they're going to explode, and re-air ourselves before continuing. Well, I'd been smart enough to cover the oxygen element of our travel, but I've kind of forgot about the hydration. I guess we'll just let it reset naturally with the help of Death's Embrace. Don't try to fight it, just close your eyes.
Bro, that's dark.
What the hell are you doing up here? Get the fuck down.
Sorry.
So with the water levels balanced back out, we can continue our climb into space. As you can see by the slow rising number here, which I can only imagine represents our highness, we are going fairly slowly. As a compassionate man though, I will save you the pain of having to wait with me and cut straight to the peak of both my patience and our journey. So, something other than the insanely high number in the bottom corner tells me that we might be a little out of our comfort levels at this height. I think it's time we finally return to the surface and continue playing the game as the developers intended. This planet isn't going to ruin itself after all. The only real issue I can see is that apparently we fall at a much slower rate than what we flew up here at, which means it's going to be a really slow descent if we take into consideration all the pauses that we'll have to do to build a living space and take a big old gulp of oxygen. There must be a faster way down though. Death it is. If we die and have destroyed our respawn point, I'd assume it will respawn us at a previous safe spot. Nope, okay, it doesn't do that. Now being stuck inside that room feels like heaven compared to this nightmare of falling for a brief moment before dying of lack of oxygen over and over and over. But wait, what if we save and exit the game right before death? Aha, it restocks our oxygen, and I imagine it works the same way for both water and food/life. Bear with me while I slowly return to the planet. Okay, well, I've finally made it back within range of the planet, so not too much further now. It's getting quite cloudy though, isn't it? What is going on? Whoa! What the hell? I'm back inside a room without a door. Well, fine. I can escape with the unstuck, but look how bloody high we are again. Okay, I should have just done this to begin with. I'm starting a new game. Great, we've finally made it to the ground again. I promise you that I'll never fly off into oblivion without a plan again. So, we're going to recraft the basics, the backpack, the oxygen tank, and the building microchip, but not before dying from lack of oxygen again. Oh, that's kind of convenient. They place all your stuff into a lovely labelable box. Anyway, does it stay if we take all the stuff out? Nope. Okay, would it stay if we saved and reloaded first? One way to find out. We have to fly back up into the sky. Don't worry, I have a plan this time, remember? The plan is to crash back down and die instantly. I said die instantly. Oh, the torture. Okay, so the box is here. So if we reload now, okay, great. Now we take the stuff out of the box. Awesome, it stays. So I guess we have a storage solution for once we begin actually gathering materials to build some kind of abomination. Let's recraft our belongings because belonging is nice. Now to craft a new living space. I like the idea of having one off the ground to stop it getting too dirty. You know by now how I feel about dirt. That sexy, sexy dirt.
Bitch.
Oh, fiddle-dee-dee. I've just broken my insides again. I guess I'll die and continue building once the pain is gone. Hold on, I still have the blueprint or greenprint, the building thingy, and my chest of materials is on the floor. Does it use materials when I place this, or have I just invented a way of making free buildings? and 3 buildings we have made. Nice. So we've discovered a way to duplicate resources or build for free as long as you have the required resources in your inventory when you die. Let's double check to make sure that this wasn't a one-off. I have the materials for 2 living spaces now. One comes from the resources we collected from the box, and the other from the free living space that I've deconstructed now. So now if we die again with the green print up, it should move all 6 materials into the chest and still let us build. Okay, so there's the chest. Now if we place this, and inside the chest, you guessed it, 6 resources, which means we are definitely building for free. And if we deconstruct this one, we now have 9 resources. Who needs storage when we can build whatever we want for the low cost of my life? I think it's clear what we must do now. Harnessing our powers of free building and free building anywhere we want to, we will build a base that rivals that of Olympus. Easy does it, slowly, and oops. Now I can't destroy it as something is inside it. That something is the chest they give you in the beginning, and my inability to bend at the knees has foiled every plan I have that involved ducking down to loot and destroy it. We'll have to think outside the box for this one. Get it? Crisis averted. I reloaded the game without saving, and it just so happens to be before my stupid placement. Who would have thought a save function could be used to literally save us from something? I find it easier to organise things if we name the storage boxes after friends and put things in them that I think they would like. Now that I've said that out loud, it sounds both disturbing and nice at the same time. So Steve is definitely an iron because he likes to pump. Sandy is silicone because they work at a silicone factory and they have fake boobies. Mohammed is definitely a cobalt kind of guy. And you know what? I'm just going to throw it all into a pile. It can organise itself. So now we have some supplies. I did see a ship up yonder that I'd like to investigate. So we'll run over there and have a look-see. Nice. I'm completely unprepared for this and don't have a flashlight. However, I can make a light source if I just hold the blueprint of the outdoor light. Science at work. What I did forget is oxygen tanks. So we'll just find a nice corner of the ship to curl up into and die. Awesome. So now we're back at the base of tomorrow. We can build a crafting station inside so we don't have to run all the way to the other ship every time. What's that noise? Someone is attacking our planet.
Bro, they're meteors. They come from space.
Space is attacking our planet.
Oh, that's not helping you.
Wait a minute. They're leaving behind resources when they hit the ground. Is it possible that as a species we've misunderstood meteors' intentions all along? Maybe they're really just lonely rocks that are tired of floating around in space and they're looking for a permanent place to call home. Maybe the riches they bring are gifts, like flowers if you will. Well, I for one have never been one to shy away from visiting old people in an old people prison or a lost puppy in a dog prison. Hey little guy, don't be afraid. I can see the real you and I welcome you with open what the hell, mate? You're not nice, you're the opposite of nice, you're a jerk. You know what, for this act of hate towards me, I'm going to find a way to capture you and steal all your riches. I'll be richer than that Amazon guy by the time I'm done. But how can we, humble planet terraformers, come up with an idea large enough to capture a meteor? I have an idea. Well, here we are, the Meteor Collector 2000. Basically, a meteor hits somewhere along the stairs and the resources rolled all the way to the bottom into our base. Yeah, all the way. Yeah, all the way. Okay, there. This was 5 days well spent building. I do not feel like I've wasted my time at all. Sorry, what? What do you mean you don't believe me? It took 5 days to build this. Do you think you could do it faster? Okay, you've got me. This isn't the meteor catcher. This was one idea I had, but I decided it was really stupid and time consuming. So instead I spent 5 days building this monstrosity. I know what you're thinking.
I bet you don't.
You're thinking something along the lines of, Kyle, you're like the Leonardo da Vinci of space, to which I'd reply, no sir or madam. According to an ancestry DNA test, I am only 1/18th Italian, and I also don't care much for espresso.
Buon cielo! Ho appena letto che a Kyle non interessa niente dell'espresso!
But if you mean because I'm a good painter, then thank you.
Firstly, he wasn't just a painter, he was also an inventor. And secondly, I'm wondering why someone who had found a bug for free buildings and resource duplication would waste so much time building a giant net to catch meteors when they could have probably terraformed the entire planet with the ingredients it cost to build the net itself.
Move to the left a little.
Why?
Just do it.
Okay. Here?
No. A little more to the left.
Here?
Oh shit, I was trying to make you avoid it. Oh, never mind, this works too. Moving swiftly on. So here's the net in action, catching all the meteors in the sky. Yep, not a single meteor can get past this beast. A weird thing I did notice while building this is your meteors tend to spawn in depending on your own location. So when I was on the top of the build, they kept flying overhead and I kept going higher and higher. If I hadn't realised that this was a game feature, I'd probably still be building this net to this day. Now that we've bullied the meteors into giving us all their resources, what do we do with them? We could build a bank and store them all in there. It's not a great idea though. Maybe even duplicate our corpse to make lots of boxes? No, none of that stuff is even close to being good enough for all our richness. Instead, we'll make a shrine to immortalize this event on this planet for everyone to see forever. Ta-da! Okay, it's a little bit underwhelming, I won't lie. I might have wasted my time with this, especially when compared to the giant meteor catching net we've already built. Okay, time for plan B. Forget this stupid shrine, it was a terrible idea anyway. So I kind of want to use our new well for the purpose of terraforming. I know, crazy idea. The problem is, I don't want to terraform the planet that we're on. In my eyes, this is as close to perfection as it will come. What if, and this is just an idea, what if we use our new well to build a staircase to that planet over there? The other good thing about this idea is that planet looks smaller than our one that we're on now, which means less work. However, I'm not sure if it's just smaller because it's further away. I've never been very good with depth perception, which is why I'm banned from driving. But anyway, the logic is sound. It's a smaller planet, less work, right? I know I have to build a staircase to get there, but it shouldn't take that long. Holy crap, that was a mission and a half. I also had to build loads of little outposts just to stop myself from dying every 30 seconds, or at least to give me a reset point once I did inevitably die. The journey from floor to top takes about 15 minutes of running. It's very long, but kind of nice as the surroundings are pleasant to look at. I did find an obstacle that came in the shape of an invisible wall. I thought it was the end of the map and therefore the end of my journey. However, I decided to try and build around the wall, or over it at least, so changed direction and continued. Eventually I found the top of the wall, as can be seen here with my skywalking. Dehydration was a pain as always, but I went with the sound tactic of dying to it and letting it reset rather than worrying about making drinks and lugging them around. The important thing is, we're here. This feels like a big moment for history and for my own personal growth. In the words of some guy that was on the moon once, one small step for mankind, one giant leap for Kyle. Ah, crud. Just like my friends, it isn't real.